my tenacious wasteland wanderers. This is Caedo. In this unofficial part 2 of Unique Weapon Acquisition, I'll be sharing with you the locations of all the unarmed and melee weapons of the DC Wasteland. I'll try my best not to spoil too much on the locations, allowing you to obtain each weapon in your own way. We begin with the 3 unarmed weapons of the DC Wasteland, first one being Plunkett's Valid Points. This can be found in the Arlington House of the Arlington Cemetery. To retrieve this, you must have the Lawbringer perk, because the person who has it in their possession is also a bounty for the regulators. Now allow me to explain why Plunkett's points are valid. These are the only knuckles with a doubled crit chance multiplier, and compared to your standard spiked knuckles, the base damage has been increased from 9 to 12, and the action point cost for VATS has been decreased from 19 to 15. A prime choice if you enjoy pummeling your enemies in slow motion. Fisto exclamation point is a unique power fist found in the MDPL-13 power station. When compared to a regular power fist, Fisto's durability has been increased as well as the base damage from 20 to 25. This will simulate being hit by a cement truck that also happens to have a hydraulic bumper. A valuable weapon to have in your arsenal, even if it's just for when you run out of bullets. The third and final unarmed weapon of the vanilla game is the Shocker, which is found in the flooded metro. Putting aside sexual innuendo, you are looking for a small Wastelander hideout behind one of the double-wide metal doors. The Shocker has near identical stats to your standard Power Fist, except it has a lower durability, but has a damage bonus of 25 against robotic enemies. This ensures when facing off against a sentry bot, your punchline will be subtle and shocking. We now move into one-handed melee weapons, starting with Highwayman's Friend, a unique tire iron found in Canterbury Commons. The hint is, if you found yourself in a small town, where's the first place you would look for a tire iron? That's of course where you'll find it. Now, as opposed to standard tire irons, the Highwayman's Friend has increased attack speed and its base damage has been raised from 6 to 10. Wasteland beggars got you down? This works great for a blunt reply. While we're on the subject of Canterbury Commons, siding with the antagonizer in the Superhuman Gambit will yield the Ant's Sting. Appearing as a regular chef knife and still maintaining the same damage, this one's a bit more venomous. Ant Sting does 4 poison damage per second for 10 seconds. That's not the best part. It also happens to stack. Each slash takes about a quarter of a second, so slashing 5 times would amount to 200 damage in about 13 seconds. Now remember, both weapons from the Superhuman Gambit are useful, but you may only choose one. Knife or laser pistol, the choice falls to you. If you happen to receive a quest to return to Vault 101, this will be your only opportunity to retrieve the unique Switchblade, Butch's Toothpick. It's pretty obvious whose inventory it's in. If there's any question in your mind who has it, you don't belong in Vault 101. Yes, there is a way to get it without killing him. I challenge you to find out how. The main thing about this unique Switchblade, its base damage is doubled from 5 to 10, and its crit chance multiplier from 2 to 2.5. On a Talon Company leader in Fort Bannister, you will find Occam's Razor. This is one of the 2 unique combat knives, and once you receive the other, this one will become obsolete. At any rate, this knife's base damage goes from 7 to 10. I have nothing clever to say about this knife. Instead, I will use descriptive words to keep your attention. Gratuitous, decapitation, eviscerate, giblets, blood transfusion. Stabhappy is the other combat knife, found in a place called the Raid Shack, which is a little ways east from the Bethesda ruins. This combat knife is by all means an upgrade of Occam's Razor. It has a lower AP cost, a higher critical hit multiplier, and it is said that if you have the ninja perk and 10 luck, your critical chance with this weapon will be 100%. Yes, definitely an upgrade. This is the last bladed weapon, I swear. The Vampire's Edge, found in Meresti Station, also accessible through Northwest Seneca Station. It is in the room of someone named Vance. You will need a lockpick skill of 75. From the base damage value, Vampire's Edge increases from 10 to 15, and even out of the Chinese officer swords in the expansion, this is the only one with the increased crit chance multiplier of 3 instead of 2, being another one of the top picks for one-handed melee weapons. Moving into two-handed melee weapons, we begin with the Break, a unique pool cue in Paradise Falls. Similar to finding the Highwayman's Friend, where would you find a pool cue? I know I'm here to be informative, but I would have hoped to find it in the trash. It has an extended reach, double base damage from 3 to 6, and a higher crit chance. I myself have yet to find a use for it, but it's still worth obtaining to complete your collection. The one-of-a-kind nail board, called the Board of Education, can be found in the Clifftop Shacks, which is west of Old Olney. This nail board is the very essence of discipline. It is doubly appropriate that it is found in a camp of mutants, seeing as most are inherently dumb, and they will learn not to mess with you one way or another. The damage of this nail board has been increased from 8 to 12. It has a faster swing speed, and unlike the original, it now has a critical strike chance. That'll learn 'em. In the Anchorage Memorial, you will find the Tenderizer, a unique Sledgehammer. There's quite a few steps to acquire it, but I assure you all of these steps are inside the memorial, nowhere else. The name implies that it is used for preparing Mirelurk cakes. From the standard Sledgehammer's base damage of 20 to a bone-crunching 30, this tool transforms into a force to be reckoned with. Correction, a force to wreck with. To get Fawkes Super Sledge, you must follow the storyline and have your first encounter with Fawkes. This will be your only chance to get it, and it's relatively easy. Trade a fat man for it. It'll be fun. This special Bone Shatterer has a reduced inventory weight and a monstrous damage increase from 25 to 32. You can now crush your foes with such ferocity, they will be nothing but a red pile of mush. We have now arrived at the final unique melee weapon. Have you ever heard the phrase, "You don't know Jack"? Well, you can now inform them, with the handheld equivalent of a wood chipper and a lawnmower combined. This is found in the Deathclaw Sanctuary, but will only appear when the Enclave do. The only differences from a standard ripper that this one has is a 50% increase in limb damage, and here's the big one, an actual chance to score a critical hit. The original didn't have that. Being this weapon hits so rapidly, each tooth of this weapon has a chance for a critical strike. According to the Fallout wiki, if you design a character around this weapon for absolute crit chance, you'll be able to kill super mutant overlords within 4 seconds. That's rather quick, and now you know Jack. There's your complete index of all of the melee weapons. Tell me what you think, leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and may you wander the wasteland like you own it.